Derech Eretz Zuta, fourth parak, in the edition with the Derech Chaim Orchos Chaim, Os Chav Tes. This is an interesting promise. Your eyes do not cast out money which is not yours. They will illuminate in the darkness of night and night and darkness. Fela is like a thick darkness. Your light will shine in the darkness. Second time, and your darkness will be like the afternoon in its brightness, evidently. The affliction of the people could either be in a lack of attaining good, that they're not appear, they're not shine upon him the rays of success, or he was successful. Actually, his mom, but the afflictions of the times, Umikrav, and its happenings, they robbed him of the success of his goodness. And these are called Choshech and Afela. Choshech Choshech is the curtailing of light and its absence. Ophel who are Ophel Mamashi, but Ophel is the darkness caused by a substantial fog, which is obviously active darkness. Shimania Umafil Gambios or Zorech, and even if it was darkness, like they have the fog, what's called smog in polluted cities. Gambios or Zorech, even when the light is shining, there can still be darkness caused by a failure. If you don't cast your eyes on money which is not yours, also when things will go bad for you, when you're afflicted by affliction of the time, which is one of these two, either darkness because of lack of light, or darkness because of an imposition of darkness. They'll be illuminated for you according to Mida Keneged Mida, like you illuminate the world. I guess not you illuminate the world, but you don't. I'm not sure exactly how that goes, Mida Keneged Mida, but I guess because you don't look at things askance, so things which happen won't have a negative bearing on you. It's a little bit difficult to see the follow-through based on that. Kol Od includes also my Machazot, Oshniba Yushivas Brace, the work with the light rate, Jesus creation, hear me so far about so far, illuminated from one end of the world to the other. But Cam Shistak Rishoim, once Hashem saw the Rishoim, Shmasim Kukolim, whose deeds were destructive, Ahmad V'Gonzo, he stood up, so to speak, and hid that light. Shema Vayim Now Rishoim Aram, he curtailed from the Rishoim their light. Kavana means, Imha you Rishoim Ra'im at Sofa Olam, if the Rishoim would see for the end of the world, if they saw this penetrating original light, they would see all the treasures. I guess it would be like kind of an X-ray vision, and they could see where things were hidden. They would rob and steal. So this penetrating light, this extra light was hidden for them. So if you don't cast your eyes on money which is not yours, don't take the money which belongs to others, or then you can have to return to you that light, which are the 6 of the creations, which will illuminate. There's another synonym for darkness, that which darkens your eye. Because illuminates till the end of the world. So I guess you can have this X-ray vision because you are not going to use it for negative purposes. Okay, it's difficult. I'm not sure I'm so happy with the commentary here. Let's see if the Orchos Chaim does us any good. Iyov, kilo nitzmati nechoshech. I was not cut off. I guess that's a good translation. Nitzmati means to shrivel. Because of darkness, and because of the covering of Afela. Let's go to the previous passage. Erach libi, my heart not becomes softened. B'shakai v'lein, God not frightening me. Shemevar sheshtei ela hapakoyim musavla meis Hashem. He says, no, that's I read it wrong. It was v'kel herach libi, Hashem softened my heart. B'shakai v'lein, and Hashem frightened me. Shemevar sheshtei ela hapakoyim. He explains that these two afflictions, Usavla meis Hashem, came from Hashem. The mashali be rach b'chosh, that which is softened by darkness, but their gvura and the lack of strength, hamachazekes, which fortifies. He has shekel herach libi. It's Hashem who did it to me. Softened my heart. Kamash ofel pachad, also ofel, which actively causes fear. He vilani frightens gam biosti hagvura. Even if I have the might, hasiba shekel he vilani. That's Hashem who frightened me. Kani batzi loisi nitzmas minei choshech. I will not be shriveled up on account of the darkness. I wouldn't be defined by the darkness. For my heart to be soft, without any capacity to be strong. If not by Hashem, it's off my heart. So to not for God having frightened me. Then the ofel, which causes fright, would be not affecting me. Lo shu yavdil osi, not separate me. So I guess he's attributing, the saying is that this darkness comes from a Kodesh Baruch Hu. It brings down another pasuk Yisham from Iyov. Megale amukos mini choshech. Hashem reveals the depths out of darkness. Yotzei lo oretz hamavis, and brings out the light, the shadow of death. Who b'kolcho megale afilu mash amok min hachoshech hanaseh me'eder or. Hashem reveals with this strength that which is deeper than darkness, which is made from the lack of light. Hashgam hamavis, even the shadow of death. Shu ofer, which is the active darkening. Masai, even those deeper secrets, Yitzilor is going to bring out to light. So it's interesting. Megala mukos means to reveal. If it's dark, you can't see. You need light to reveal. But it's tamaves. It's concealed by the afela. So for that, he has to not just be megaleh, but also yotzila or take out of that afela into a place where there's light. And another pasuk of Sham halayla halayla ikachei ofel al yichad b'yimei shana. The night will take darkness and will not be together with the days of the year. Let's see how he translates this. All nights are darkness for the lack of light. Asher have yirmi menoga galiomi, which the daily cycle removes. Asher rami tachas ofek, when the sun goes beneath the horizon. Iken yesh la'layla his achdus im hayom. So night and day are linked. Because it's going to count the day of the revolution of the sun. Achalayla hu, but the night Yov is talking about, at night, I don't know which one he's referring to, it's ofel and arfel mamash, it's thick and smoggy, substantial darkness. Lo bad, or it's not the lack of light, in kain ayechad, it's not just lack of night. So I guess a darkness which is natural, night and day, that's okay. But a darkness which is worse, which is an afela type darkness, that I don't want to experience. In case it has no, it's not together with the rest of the days of the year. It's not part of the cycle, and it's something which is much worse. You can see now other sources about this. And I don't know. I like this issue, which is really a tangent. Much more than how he applied it to the Derech Eretz Zuta. The Rishayim will bend their arrow. Their bow, bend their arrow. You said they bend it on the whatever the thing is that you pull, the string. We rose to shoot b'mo ofel, in the midst of ofel, Yisrael towards those who are straight of heart. The Shoyim Mosim as ofel. The Shoyim make that darkness, that active darkness, the which means that they send it. They send things which are afflicted. They're like arrows in that they send this darkness, this active darkness, all over the place. And with this active darkness, they shoot at the heart of those who are straight people. It says Yom Choshech Va'afela, Yom Anan Va'afel, day of Choshech Va'afela, day of cloud and fog. Yom Choshech Hani Yom Anan. Yom, a day of darkness. There's a day of not night, a day of darkness. Yom Anan, it's a cloudy day. Shani Madir or Shemesh. The cloud obscures the light of the sun. The Choshech Hayom Va'afela Hainu Arafel. But the darkness of the day and Afela during the day is with the fog and smog, which is Choshech Mamashi, darkness of substance. Yirmiyahu Hamadaber Yisrael Yisrael. I speak to the Jewish people in Eretz Me'afela. If land from darkness, Ha'im Yisrael Yisrael Choshech was like the Jews of darkness. Be'eder Hofas Hatzlachasi. When there was no, when it didn't have any success, Kamo Midbar, like the desert, which good things don't grow. So it's like that way. It's desert. Oh, you may see them Eretz Mafela, Mafila, not Mafela. Eretz Mafila, the land which generates darkness. Mafil Barafel, Mashchis Tova Sheyesh Lev. Not just that I was not able to bring good, but I also was destructive and corrosive for them. Okay, so again, going back to the text itself, where it says, "In actual side of Moshe Eino Shechol Yoiru B'Choshech V'Layla V'Afela Shneimar Choshech Layla V'Afela Shneimar V'Yizrach Hashem V'Yizrach B'Choshech Orech V'Achilas B'Tzarayim." Evidently, your eyes have the capacity to illuminate. In other words, our eyes can serve as a source for light to come out from you into the world. Sort of is down in Kromitz HaMincha, Machlekes between the philosophers, how light works. It's like the light come into the eye, so like radar, so it sends out a signal, which then bounces back. So in spirituality, our eyes can be that way. They send out influence. And that influence they send out is going to be a positive influence if it was, which can dispel even the more severe darkness of Afela, certainly the less severe darkness of Choshech. And those lights have the lights which are not tainted. Their lights are not tainted by looking at money which is not theirs. Your ears that you do not listen to idle chatter. They're going to listen for you to the peace of the world, and will attend to the life of the world to come. Then the quotes pasuk afterwards in Lamed Aleph was Nechel Tishmana, your ears will hear there davar machrecha, something from behind you, word from behind you, and more to say Zeh derech lechoba. This is the way in which you go. Hitaminu v'chitasmilu, if you believe or if you go left. So taminu is supposed to hear like if you go right. Taminu is supposed to tiyaminu. So I think that's since it's hard to write tiyaminu, so therefore the pasuk writes taminu. So here he says, "Aznecha derechayim." Kvar b'yam l'mal shmiya. Shmiya means to shomea advarim shekvar nemru. Things already said. Akshiva, I know Chana says 9 is preparing the ears. Yishma mashlastim l'shmiya to listen to what's about to come. L'shmiya to what they're about to tell them. Zeh aznecha shloshmat ben dvarim b'telim. Your ears, which you do not hear idle chatter. Afilu achash nemachad dvarim. Even after words are said to you. Loshmatam, you listen to them. They're going to be able to be aware and available to listen for you for peace. You should be so secure. I said they have peace in this world. The world life will come. Your ears will prepare themselves like to listen, to actively listen to find the peace in this world. And they're going to also listen. There's here listen. You weren't shomed from him. You didn't hear from Dvarim B'Teilim. You didn't listen to them right there. You didn't pay attention to them. They can be Makshil Chazom. You can prepare them appropriately to listen for peace. Zinu means perhaps in the future. It also means now. Hazon is when you have to pay very careful attention. You have to incline your ear towards something. And you can be Mazi and Chayil Mabah even in this world. I think that's what it means. It says Shnemar Vaznech Chulei Lamrav. Lichor Ein Shemashmos Inyam Bamika Shemevi. What does that do? What pasuk have to do? We're talking about. Chen Shenu Shacha Mika Shel Farav. Maybe it's going to have a pasuk which we meant. It's going on the. Oh no! I say the pasuk itself has no intrinsic matter. I'm not sure why. Okay, I'm not sure he's bothered by it, but in any event, it's going to pasuk beforehand. Lechnef Omorecha will not hide your teachings. Hakvana Api Mashman Lamala Perakav. It means Sha'ozen Hapsuch Lishmon Dvarim B'Teilim. An ear which is open to hear idle chatter. Ein Margish Shmias Divrei Chachma. It doesn't hear words of wisdom. She hears the words of Chayil to come into the depths of his heart. Shvelo Gam Divrei Chachma. He also gets the Divrei Chachma Kachar Sichim B'Teilim, also like idle chatter. Achmi Sheinu Shomei Dvarim B'Teilim, but somebody doesn't listen to Dvarim B'Teilim. Rak Divrei Chachma, only with Chachma. Also Divrei Chachma, Yavov Rikabol Mishkan Ad, where the Chachma will come to his heart for an eternal dwelling. Zer Shnei Mav Lechanef Od Marecha. Your teachers no longer be hearing. Kasher Lo Tishma Dvarim B'Teilim, so you want to custom your ears to listen to idle chatter. So you even Mincha B'Knafi yourself a fool. Divrei Marecha. So then they won't fly away. They will no longer fly away. The wisdom will reside with you. And when you have this attitude, you can hear even faint things. Even in other words, you can even hear faintly what's going to be a piece of Haba. So that directly relates to what we talked about before, about Hazana to matters of Olam Haba. And therefore he brings actually down here a Chazal. Who's the Ben Olam Haba? Amar Lei Vaznech Tishma Davar Me'achrach Lemar Zer Derech Chuba. Vayichin Omer Kush Das Rabbi Sam Nochim Man, anybody who's Rabbeim are happy with him. Chelkei Torah Shleimei. There are two parts of Torah. Chelkei Iyun, the analytic part, Limud Torah, Chelkei Maseh, and the practical part, the mitzvah, the mitzvahs. Zeh Shvar Rav Ezu Ben Olam Haba Shnishmar B'Chelek HaMitzvah. Who is a Ben Olam Haba who's careful about mitzvahs? Shein Yechnas Boz Nava In Yoni Olam Hazel Lo Sosam. Matters of this world don't enter into his ears. Go do in this way. Rabbi Chanina, he explains, like it says here in Derech Eretz Zuta, so let's listen to idle chatter. Then there enter those ears words of Chachma. Which he hears from his Rabbeim. The analytic part. So that's Rabbi Sav. This is Rabbeim are happy with him. That the Torah he taught him enters the heart of the students. And he won't fly away from him. The words of his Rebbe. Okay, and then he gets another shot here. Okay, the other side, they were not as directly related to this, so we'll stop here for today.